So let's kind of jump into the topic of discussion today, which is Agentforce, Data Cloud, MuleSoft, MDM, and really how all these really start to work together and how we can build some awesome um, deployments for customers and help you on this journey of really accelerating your enterprise. So really what I like to kind of start out with is like, how do we get here? Because all of these different tools, yes, there's like some overlap between different between different tools, but every tool that we're talking about, whether it be MuleSoft, Informatica, Data Cloud, they solve different problems at different parts of the tech stack. And to understand that, you also have to understand where we've come in our data integration journey over the last 20 years, all right? And even going back. First, we really started with a siloed and batch approach, okay? These were nightly jobs that we would run, and we spend more time reconciling that information on a day-to-day basis because there was no unified view between everything. These batch jobs would run, and then we would have to reconcile a bunch of information to make sure that we can take action on it. And then as we started to speed up our integrations with API point-to-point connections, this is where MuleSoft starts to come into play, middlewares and API-led connectivity. We started to speed up that integration and it was great. But then we ran into a new problem, which was there was no source of truth, and we had to build in very complex workflows and rule engines as to when to fire what. All right. And so we started building more complexity to make sure that these are firing at the right time. Now then, as we started to get to this new stage, which started kind of coming in with the last 10 years, is streaming and real-time integrations. This is great because it's led to so many new use cases. We got change data capture in Salesforce, Kafka, Data Cloud's built off of this, events are being emitted all over the place. But as we keep adding more and more events, we have to review our whole enterprise and go like, okay, hey, yeah, we can fire off all these events, but we have to take an inventory every time we add a new system that's firing events. Okay, so a little fragile as we start to look into this, because in this whole adventure of speeding up our enterprise with integration, we never really sat and figured out what information is correct. We're moving it faster and faster and faster, but what is data is right and true before we go to the next step. So this has also led to, enterprises are facing, they don't trust certain dashboards, or internal dashboards don't always reflect exactly what it is because they're not connected to the right system or to right places. And then everyone's building different dashboards to try to understand their use cases.